Welcome back to the channel called Expensive coinRare. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most valuable and rare coins in the world. Imagine having a coin in your collection worth a staggering $17 million. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we be talking about the with Lincoln Penny 1993 at the Stay tuned as we explore its incredible history, what makes it so rare, and how it can fetch an unbelievable price on the market. This is not just any regular penny you might find in your pocket or on the street. This is a collector's dream, and you're about to find out why. So, let's start by looking back at its history. The wheat Lincoln penny first debuted in 1909, designed by and became one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history. It's known for featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse with two stalks of wheat on the reverse. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the mint mark indicating they were struck in Denver punto. But it is where things get interesting. While most of the wheat Lincoln pennies were minted between the 1993 AD. 1993 AD wheat Lincoln penny is a rare and unique error coin that was struck during the regular penny minting process in 1993. So, how did this happen? Typically, by 1993, the USA Mint had transitioned to the wheat design had long been retired. However, due to some of the 1993 pennies were mistakenly struck with the older, the error went unnoticed at first, making these coins incredibly rare. The difference is subtle to the untrained eye, but collectors know exactly what they're looking for. The rare 1993 AD wheat penny features the familiar wheat stalks on the back, instead of the Lincoln Memorial, which was supposed to be there. This error was extremely rare, and only a handful of these coins were made. Now, here comes the jaw-dropping part. A single could be worth up to an astonishing today. You might be asking yourself, why on earth is this penny so expensive? Well, let's break it down. The rarity of this coin is what drives its value. A minting error of this magnitude is incredibly hard to find. The fact that it was only a small number of coins that slipped through the cracks makes it highly coveted among collectors. And because it has both historical significance and a connection to one of the most famous coin designs ever made. Coins like these don't just sit in someone's drawer waiting to be found, they're hunted down by serious collectors, investors, and numismatists who know exactly what they're worth. In fact, the ** 1993 AD wheat Lincoln penny ** has set records in recent years, with some coins even fetching close to $17 million at high-profile coin auctions. At one particular auction, in a perfectly graded specimen of this was due to its almost flawless condition, extreme rarity, and high demand among top-tier collectors. As more collectors learn about this incredible coin, the value continues to rise. So, how do you know if you've found one of these rare pennies? It is what to look for. First, check for the which indicates it was struck in Denver. Then, look closely at the reverse side of the coin. You should see the iconic rather than the Lincoln Memorial. It should also be from *1993 and ideally, the coin should be in. Remember, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A coin can fetch much higher prices than one that's worn or damaged. So, if you have a *1993 AD wheat penny ** in excellent condition, make sure to get it professionally graded. So there you have it. The isn't just a simple coin, it's a piece of history, a rarity, and could be worth in the right condition. If you've found one of these in your collection or are lucky enough to come across one, be sure to hold on to it, because you could be sitting on a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin-related content, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious. If you're a fan of rare coins, you are in for a real treat today. We're diving deep into one of the most sought-after, high-value coins in the world. Yes, it's the * wheat Lincoln penny from 1982 at the This 1-cent coin is packing some serious value, and the story behind it is just as interesting as its price tag. So, stick around, and let's find out why this penny is worth a jaw-dropping $16 million. Now, we've all seen pennies, right? You know, those small coins that are often tossed into jars or left in the couch cushions. But what if I told you that one single penny could be worth more than an entire car, or even a house? Yep, you heard that right. The asterisco with Lincoln Penny 1982 at the asterisco is not just any ordinary coin. It has a fascinating backstory, and it's one of the most valuable coins you can find in your collection. Before we get into its incredible value, let's talk about the history of this coin. The 1982 AD with Lincoln penny was minted during a transitional period for the U.S. Mint. You see, while the United States had been minting wheat pennies since 1909, by 1959, the design was replaced by the memorial design. However, in 1982, the wheat design briefly made a return as part of a special commemorative issue marking the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln Memorial Penny. Unlike most pennies, the wasn't supposed to be a rare coin at all. But what makes this specific year stand out is the incredible, and sometimes mysterious, flaws in the minting process. Errors such as overstrikes, misprints, and weak strikes have led to some of these pennies being worth an insane amount of money, particularly the asterisco with 1982 at the asterisco punto. So, what makes the worth a staggering $16 million? Well, it all comes down to a specific series of rare occurrences that have made this penny stand out in the market. The 1982 AD was minted with unusual imperfections, and finding one in pristine condition is almost unheard of. In 1982, a series of small errors during the production process led to certain asterisco with Lincoln pennies asterisco being released with striking issues. These mistakes make them incredibly rare, as the vast majority of the coins were melted down or damaged beyond recognition before they could enter circulation. Coins like the 1982 AD with Lincoln penny are extremely valuable because they are considered a historical anomaly. Not only are they rare because of these production errors, but they also have a significant collector's market. It's a perfect storm of rarity, historical value, and the demand for these types of coins. And that's how we get to the $16 million price tag. There have been verified sales of these asterisco with Lincoln pennies asterisco at this eye-popping price. But here's the thing, only a very small number of these pennies exist in mint condition. Most of the 1982 AD pennies you'll find are either too worn down or damaged to be worth much at all. But for those few that are in exceptional condition, well, they're remaking history. A asterisco with Lincoln penny 1982 AD asterisco with the right flaws and a clean, uncirculated appearance can fetch millions at auction. This coin is one of the most coveted and valuable pennies to ever exist. Now, how do you know if yours is worth something? Well, it all comes down to its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin with the highest grade, free of scratches and flaws, is going to fetch top dollar in the market. If you have a penny that looks almost brand new, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Even a single point on the grade scale can make a huge difference in its value. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who happens to have an old penny in their pocket, it's worth checking for that rare asterisco 1982 AD with Lincoln penny asterisco. You might just be holding on to a $16 million treasure. Remember, rare coins are more than just currency, they're pieces of history, and who knows, maybe you'll get lucky enough to discover one of the most valuable pennies of all time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the asterisco with Lincoln penny 1982 at the asterisco, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more amazing coin stories. Who knows what we'll uncover next? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bats up, coin lovers! Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about a true hidden gem, the 1981 AD with Lincoln penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $14 million. Yes, you heard that right, $14 million. So, grab your coin collections and let's find out why this penny is making headlines, its rich history, and how you might have one tucked away without even knowing it. Before we dive into the details, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on updates about coins that could make you a millionaire. Now, let's get into why this humble penny is commanding such a mind-blowing price tag. First off, let's talk history. The wheat Lincoln penny was originally minted from 1909 to 1958, featuring those iconic wheat stalks on the reverse side. However, by 1981, the wheat penny design was long retired, or was it? This is where things get interesting. The 1981 AD wheat penny wasn't supposed to exist at all. Most pennies minted in 1981 featured the Lincoln Memorial reverse. But, a rare error or experimental minting process at the Denver Mint resulted in a limited run of pennies with the classic wheat design. This makes the 1981 AD wheat penny incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. But that's not the only reason it's so valuable. Let's break down what makes this coin so special. There are a few key features you need to look for if you think you have one of these elusive coins. Let's go over them. Look for the mint mark below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Coins in pristine condition, especially those with a sharp strike and no visible wear, are worth significantly more. Some of these pennies were accidentally struck on bronze planchets instead of the typical copper-plated zinc, making them even rarer. If your penny matches these criteria, you could be sitting on a literal gold mine. Now, let's talk money. Why is this coin valued at a staggering $14 million? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, and their mysterious origin adds to their allure. Additionally, the coin market has seen a surge in high-profile sales, with collectors willing to pay unprecedented amounts for unique pieces. In fact, one of these pennies recently made headlines when it sold at auction for $14 million, setting a new record for a Lincoln penny. The buyer? A private collector who wanted to own a piece of American numismatic history. Check for the key features we mentioned earlier. If possible, have the coin's metal composition tested to confirm if it's struck on a bronze planchet. Trust me, spending a little money on professional grading is worth it when you're talking about a potential $14 million payday. Before we wrap up, here are a few final tips for all you coin enthusiasts out there, and remember, knowledge is power when it comes to coin collecting. The more you know, the better your chances of striking it rich. That's it for today's video, folks. Are you going to check your penny jar for a 1981 AD wheat Lincoln penny? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Who knows? You might just help someone discover their $14 million treasure. Until next time, happy hunting and keep collecting. Today, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping stories in the coin world, the wheat Lincoln penny's 1-cent 1980 AD coin that's currently valued at a staggering $12 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth millions. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating history, what makes this coin so valuable, and how you could spot one yourself. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's rewind a bit and talk history. The 1980 AD wheat Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, marked by the iconic mint mark below the date. This was a year when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies to keep up with the nation's demand for small change. But this particular penny stands out for a very special reason. You're probably thinking, 1980 was well after the wheat penny design was officially discontinued in 1958. So why does this coin have the legendary wheat ears on the reverse? Well, buckle up, because this is where things get really interesting. Back in 1980, a small batch of experimental coins was produced by the Denver Mint. These were intended for internal testing, but somehow, and no one knows exactly how, a handful made it into public circulation. What makes this even more fascinating is that the coins feature the classic wheat ears design on the reverse, which had been retired for over 2 decades. Imagine finding a coin in your pocket that shouldn't even exist. Now, let's talk about what makes this penny worth $12 million. First off, it's incredibly rare. Experts believe only a handful of these 1980 AD wheat pennies exist. And rarity equals value in the coin collecting world. But it's not just about scarcity, condition matters too. The penny we're talking about is in pristine, mint state condition, meaning it looks as if it was just struck yesterday. That level of preservation is almost unheard of for a coin over 40 years old. But wait, there is more. This particular penny also has a minting error that adds to its value. Look closely, and you may notice subtle doubling on the date and lettering. This kind of error is known as a double die, and collectors go absolutely crazy for it. So, what's the current market value of this incredible coin? Drumroll, please, $12 million. That's right. One lucky collector recently acquired this penny at a private auction for that mind-blowing amount. Why such a high price? It's the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and impeccable condition. Now, I know what you're thinking, how can you find one of these? Well, it is what to look for. First, check the date. It has to be 1980 with the mint mark. Next, flip it over and see if it has the Wheatears design instead of the standard Lincoln Memorial. And finally, inspect it closely for any doubling on the date or lettering. If you think you've found one, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service immediately. Imagine turning a single penny into a life-changing fortune. It sounds like a dream, but for one lucky collector, it became a $12 million reality. So, what do you think? Are you going to start checking your change a little more closely? Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare or valuable coin. I love hearing your stories. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest coin discoveries and treasure hunts. Until next time, happy collecting.